We just saw the Russia level, and this time we're going to see its alternate, Greece. It's the second time in the game that you get a choice of levels, and this time we are choosing the other one. And we'll be playing it as Twister. Not technically a returning character because Amanda Watts, the original driver, went back in time and got stomped by a dinosaur. As far as her twin sister Miranda knows, though, she simply disappeared off the face of the earth after Twisted Metal 2. So she has joined this year's competition, and when she wins, she's going to wish to have her sister back alive and well. You'd almost think she'd be happy to no longer have an identical clone with nearly the same name who is also at the top of her chosen profession, but I guess not. Family ties or whatever. And like I said, you get a choice to play either Russia or Greece. If you want an easy win, choose Russia, but if you want to have fun, pick Greece. Doesn't immediately look a whole lot like Greece, because we start on a grounded tanker ship or something. Sort of thing that could have been a part of any level, really. But once we leave there, we can find all sorts of ruins and a quaint Greek town. All kinds of structures that are ideal for using Twister's special. Plus, we got a little assist there from Mr. Slam, who alley-ooped Warthog into my tornado. And it doesn't even need the assist. It is a excellent special, really fun to use, and does a ton of damage. And it controls enemies for a while. It's very, very effective. Makes Twister one of the most fun cars to play. Here I am demonstrating the extent of the interactivity in this level. You can break most of the ancient pillars that are scattered around, and you can run over a hot dog cart. And that's about it. They couldn't think of any cool, flashy things to explode in Greece. It's not like it's known for having any of the 7 wonders of the ancient world or anything, so who could blame them? But what they lack in impressive explosions, they make up for in just solid design. It's a fairly open area, with lots of hills to encourage chasing your opponents, because you can't get visual contact with them otherwise. And lots of structures that you can use to set up ambushes or weave between in order to dodge attacks. I've failed to mention until now that attacks like the napalm strike and the remote bomb, they always do max damage in this version of the game, but that wasn't the case in the PSP version, where they did damage based on the proximity to the center of the attack. That makes napalms in particular dramatically more effective than they should be, and the entire pace of the game is sped up quite a bit because of it. It's a contributing factor in our low armor vehicle getting this beat up, so we need to go find a pit crew here in the lower deck of the ship. You have to go through like an exploded pool or something to get down here. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it should have been a destructible. Should have been closed by default, and then you blow it up yourself. Wasted opportunity. But the minigame teleporter is all the way at the end of the lower deck. And we recently got our special weapon upgrade. Now, hammering the fire button while the special is active generates sparks that deal additional damage. I can only get about 5 to 7 extra points per enemy, but it's completely free damage. So it's a strict upgrade, even if it's not that huge of a change. So I don't mind losing it that much. Plus it was my own fault because I drove into the water. In previous Twisted Metal games that was an instant death, but here it only does about a quarter of your health bar, and then drops you back on safe ground. Just another way that head-on is nicer than pretty much any other game in the series. Out-of-bounds damage can still be used to considerably speed up this fight over the Russia battle. Especially when you have Twister's special, which throws enemies all over the place. Pretty easy to get them in the water, even if you have to take the dive yourself. The Zeus statue over here on its own island is the environmental attack, obviously, and the enemies love spamming it, so you pretty much just can't go over this island. You'll get shocked too much. Spectre demonstrating that even tiny cars can push Twister around as much as they want. Collisions are definitely to be avoided. If you get anywhere near an enemy, you better be activating your special. But you do have to watch out for using the special while driving forward at full speed, because that will completely obscure your vision. The dust that kicks up flies directly into the camera. The actual mechanics of the twister are quite simple. As soon as it touches an enemy, they take 13 points of damage. And then if you hold them, I think it can go as high as 18. And if you ram them into a wall or something, it will deal an extra 4 or 5 damage. I think mid-20s is the peak without the upgrade. And the final area we haven't explored is this Pantheon off to the side. And Spectre clearly doesn't want me exploring it, because he's once again pushing me around and suicidally driving me into the water. But I still got 1 life left. That should be plenty to take out Axel's final sliver of health, and then go punish Spectre once I find him. But I guess in the meantime he's gonna hit me with his special that can get me from any distance. It's back at this Pantheon area. There's a teleporter right in the center, which leads to the Zeus Island. I'm gonna try and sneak in there and get that health. And of course it doesn't fire while I have the shield up, waits until the moment the shield goes down, then throws me in the water, which I notice deals 23 damage instead of 26, which is how much it deals if you fall from the ship. Not sure why there's a difference there. There's a ramp over near the Pantheon that will allow me to reach the ship, and that is where Spectre is camped. He's playing much more aggressive than usual, but it won't take much to kill him at this point. If I wanted, I could get all the way at the top level of the ship where the smokestacks are. That is a completely safe area. Enemies can't get up there or do much of anything to you. But that's cheap. And I can win easily enough without resorting to that. And in this exact area, on the PSP version, you would be able to find some wandering pedestrians that were cut from the PS2 release. So sheerly for the sake of completion, let's check them out. One of them is just a guy in a white button-down shirt, sort of a Peter Griffin type. A family guy, if you will. And then there's also this one. My best guess is that it's supposed to be sort of a generic touristy woman to go with the generic man. But the color of the clothing just looks really weird with the game's lighting. I can't tell what color that even is. And the hair looks like sort of a blocky helmet that is shadowing the entire face. So I can't really tell what's going on. But there's another one of them wandering around on the ship. And there's no civilians to be found over in the town area. This is all of them. This weird possible lady character could also be found in the Roman ruins level for some reason. But I'm fine with these models having been removed from the game. I like the ones they had in Egypt, but these ones are just kind of bad. They don't seem to fit anywhere, especially not here. I wasn't even going to bother to show them off, but then I did. So that's out of the way. Let's go reunite the Watts twins.
Congratulations.
Hold it right there! Where is she?
I'm sorry, my dear. Where is who?
My sister! I know she competed in Twisted Metal a few years back, and no one has heard from her since. You'd better talk, and talk fast.
Ah, yes. Your sister Amanda. Yes, she was a truly great competitor. In fact, if I remember correctly, Amanda won the year she competed.
If she won, where is she?
She's gone to a better place.
You killed her!
No, I didn't kill her. I fulfilled her dream. If she is dead, it is beyond my knowledge.
I'll kill you!
Calm down, dear. Remember that you have a prize of your own to claim.
You're right. I can simply wish to have my sister return to me and repair any damage you might have done.
So, your wish is?
I wish for my sister to be returned to me this instant, and she better be alive.
Granted.
No, it hurts! What's going on?
Amanda?
Miranda! I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, I missed you so much.
There's Head On once again overcomplicating the idea of wishes gone awry. The series had been perfecting the concept for a decade by the time this game came out, but they wanted to reinvent the wheel. That was indeed a Mr. Grimm cameo if you weren't sure, although I cannot explain why they thought it was necessary. And it was all to bring back an annoying zombie who died in the Jurassic era. Not because of any mistake in Miranda's wording or actions, just Calypso felt like making a zombie. Certainly not his best work, but he'll get another chance next time.